Now there's a few things I like about my Lamborghini, but there's also a few things that I don't. I like that it has a V10 naturally aspirated engine that sounds so sick, and it's all-wheel drive. The thing I don't like about it is that we're missing a bunch of panels and we have to fix up a lot of little things here and there. For example, the hood is not lined up with the fender, as well as the bumper is kind of off on this side. The fender on this to the hood has a huge gap and the headlight isn't even really secure. So we're going to fix that up. Along with these mirrors, you can see this is loose and cracks. And then if we come to the other side, we've got a nice old ding in here. So we're going to get those replaced. While we're here, I'm just going to let this thing run. We're going to see if it clears out most of the smoke, which I'm really, fingers crossed, hoping it does. I was seeing a lot of black smoke, so maybe it's just unburnt fuel. We're gonna let it run for about, I don't know, like 10 minutes or so. Maybe take it for a lap around the block and then see if the smoke comes back or if it continues to keep dumping black smoke. So here it is idling right now. You can already kind of see smoke is still pouring out of both sides. It's looking a little more whitish, but that's okay. My goal with this is that hopefully by doing this, we can see which fluids actually come down. I know the coolant was low before we actually topped it off. The oil was low too, but not as much as the coolant. The coolant was a little more worrisome. So we know we topped that off just under max. We know we topped off the oil. Everything looks good. So hopefully by the time we do all this, when we go to check it after it all cools down, we'll see some fluids that are missing where there should be some fluid. Hit that subscribe button for me down below if you think it's cooling. Let me just show you what I just did over the last couple of days. Guys, I'll apologize about the wind noise. I haven't switched over to my new camera yet. So this is all recorded on the old one, but we just finished our 4-hour trek to Scottsbluff from, what was it, Abilene, Texas. Now we're gonna head up to Glacier Park, Montana, which I'm pretty excited to fly into. I haven't been there since I was a kid. Should be a good flight overall, good weather, pretty clear skies here, as you can see. It's a 208 Caravan. Thing is a workhorse. Gets off the ground at 75 knots and super fun to fly, super easy. Really like it. Pretty cool. Makes the cool beta noises when you throw it into reverse. So pretty cool stuff. Well guys, that was another successful trip in the 208 Caravan. This thing's a freaking beast. It was so much fun to fly. Had some really good landings. I was really proud of myself. One was not so great. That's okay. We live, we learn. So we're gonna put this thing away and got one more flight tomorrow to take it to maintenance, and then I'm gonna head back home and start working on the Lambo. So I'll meet you at home. Welcome back from the flight. We're going to start now on the mirrors. So as you can see, the mirrors are cracked, and I showed you before how they're all dinged. So we have a replacement for this. I got a little package. So for the mirror itself, we got a replacement. I think they did a pretty good job on nailing how it looks to the OEM. Now this isn't from the manufacturer, but it looks pretty close. So let's open it up. I haven't pulled this out all the way to see, so. Oh yeah. This is gonna be good. There it is. Now it does have this line. Not really sure what that is all about because there's no line on this one, but I'm not mad about it. It's the same kind of bluish color, so it's gonna match the other side, and that's all I really care about. And this will also kind of give us an idea on the back side of how this one's supposed to come off. because I'm gonna have to take off this whole mirror assembly to actually replace the mirror. Now for the mirror assemblies themselves, we got this package right here. Now I got these mirrors knowing that these are also a replica from China, but the car is kind of cheap. So this is fine. And I did open the package just a little bit because I saw this damage. I wanted to make sure these were okay. So opening the package just to see, yeah, it looked like everything was fine. So let's actually dive into what we got here. Got this part right here, which I did open up just to make sure. But let's see. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. Carbon fiber. So this is gonna fit, or should fit exactly. They said it would, but I mean, it looks like pretty good quality. I'm just hoping it looks as good as it looks in my hands on the car. Let's set these to the side. Now here's our next piece. Not really sure what these pieces are for. I'll be completely honest. It looks almost like a end cap for a mirror or something. Maybe it goes on the inside. Not sure. We're gonna have to figure out what these are. We'll set these to the side as well. Alright, and then this is the piece I'm really excited to see. Haven't even opened it up yet. I probably need scissors, but that's fine. This is fine. Alright, it's not fine. Let's get scissors. This might be a little bit better than scissors. It's a knife! So, we'll use this. Open it up. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited to see this piece. Really excited. Right. Anticipation is killing me. Oh yeah. Look at that, guys. That looks good. This is real carbon fiber. And this thing is super light. So hopefully this looks good. Personally, I didn't even want to go to the carbon fibers. I wanted to paint match the mirrors. So what I think I will do once it's all said and done is just this top portion will be painted to match the car, and then the bottom will all be exposed carbon. So because I like having the paint on the mirrors, it just looks good to me. Let's make sure this other one looks okay. I'm excited to put these on the car. I am pretty nervous about actually doing it because I did see it is quite a big job to get it done, but there she is. And this one looks like it's in really good condition as well. So now to get this mirror off, this entire door panel has to come off. I don't know why, but I've always been super intimidated when it comes to taking panels off of cars. So this is not an easy job for me, but I hope that it's not too terrible to take it all apart. I can't believe we just did that. But down here, we had one connector we had to take off, kind of right there. The other one was right here. So really not too bad, but. So I gotta take the speaker off to be able to take the mirror out. How to actually get this light out. It looks like I have to take the speaker off, and then there should be 3 bolts underneath the light there. Let me go put this door card down so I can tell you what I'm talking about. There's 3 bolts in underneath here, but I'm seeing an issue. Right here, there's a plug that should be plugged into the mirror. And it would fall up along this one and then come up through here to the mirror. So that way the mirror can actually turn inwards and outwards with a little flip of a button. But with this plug missing, I'm wondering if the wires are still in there, if it's just not plugged in, or what it could be. So we'll take a look at that and figure out what's going on there. One thing we can do real quick is peek right under here, and we don't see any wiring right here, which we should be seeing wiring because the mirror wiring passes through this little tiny gap down to here into the connector. So, oh well. It really just kind of baffles me how many little things on this car are wrong and need to get fixed, but at the price I paid, I really can't complain. I am kind of glad to see that there's better speakers in there. Haven't had a chance to really listen to the audio system, so hopefully they sound decent. I really couldn't tell you. Taking a look inside the Lamborghini door, I'm realizing it's really not as complicated as any other door. It just has a few clips that hold it on, followed by handles, motors for windows and speakers, and it's something that I shouldn't be intimidated by. Here's one little trick I learned on how to get these screws out. I hope this shows up well on camera because this is an excellent tool I never even thought to use, but taking your phone camera, and if you can kind of see there's 3 little bolts. So those are the 3 bolts that are up in here holding this mirror on. So we're going to use this to take off that. It's not quite long enough. You need at least 3 extensions. Alright guys, this is way too hard to record. Phone, I got one of them. Use the phone to line it up. But I was just thinking, I can get this thing off pretty easy. It's not hard to take a piece off. What I'm curious about is, how am I going to put it back on? I have no idea. So now this mirror is ready to come out. Last 3 bolts are out. It was kind of a pain, but let's go ahead and pull this sucker out of here. And if my theory is correct, there is no wire under here. Look at that! I knew it! So now that this is out, we're going to have to start disassembling this mirror assembly. It is really upsetting that the mirror doesn't have any sort of cables to control it, so this just becomes more of a push function, and that kind of explains probably why the mirror cracked in the first place. But we're going to do one mirror at a time. We'll do this side first, put it all together, put it back on the car, then we'll take off the other side and do the same thing. So one thing I'm pretty grateful about is it has this rubber grommet piece, so I can reuse that, and that just fit up there like that, so it fits flush on the car and seals the actual mirror. This piece should just slide off, if I'm correct. And if it doesn't come off, I don't want to force it. It doesn't look like it wants to come off all the way. There are some screws I can kind of see, like screw right there. A couple more Torx bits up in there, and maybe I can access those down here in the bottom. Up in there you can kind of see I can get those Torx bits to get that piece out. So I'm going to do that. And then hopefully this piece will come off. This piece should just pop off. Let me just try. And there we go. You know what? I did that without even thinking. Hopefully I didn't break anything, but it doesn't look like any tabs broke, so we are good. But this is the motor. Looks like it's still in here. I wonder why it's not working. I need to look into that because I would love for this thing to work. Dude, it looks like there's 3 screws here to take this guy out. Maybe that's it. Yeah, we'll start with this one. Start with these and then we'll do these. After looking at this piece a little bit further with those screws there, it finally hit me. This piece that came with the new mirrors has to get glued into the back of the mirror to be able to support this piece. So I don't know how far I'm going to get tonight because I don't have glue, and it looks like it also has to be drilled out. So yeah, we're going to at least get this disassembled, then we'll see how this would fit in the new mirror. It looks like I get pretty exact too for those screws to line up. And then get this thing ready to put in the other mirror after I obviously glue this piece in to attach this. Sorry, I'm still looking at this piece a little further. It looks like these two screws here don't actually do anything. The screws I'm going to have to take out of here, or bolts rather, are going to be these three. There's three of them. 1, 2, 3. And so the best way is just going to push that back in and then put something down through the top here to access it. So there's one more bolt holding this guy on. It's right there to separate these two. I took those 3 bolts out as you saw. Now being able to move this around more, I had the realization. I think this piece needs to come off to be able to slide this thing all the way out. That's the only piece that's hitting. You can kind of see that all this fits in the groove. This piece hits. So let's see here. Off. Voila. Voila. Are you impressed? Are you not entertained? Now I can get this last one off and then get this off. This piece comes off. Bada boom, bada bing, we are done. Voila, all done. And now looking at this, we still have a plug on here. We have a couple wires clipped. One is super bad. You can see how low that one's clipped. The other one's not terrible, but either way we would replace both of them. It's a blessing this connector is still here because we could still use it with those pins, run a wire. The question is it worth it? For now, we'll just disconnect, put that somewhere, and see what we gotta do with this piece. So this is gonna have to go in, I assume like that, to mount. Then we'll drill our holes. Well, with that being said, we're gonna have to go to the store to get the parts in order to glue this piece into the light, and then also to drill the holes out for it so it can actually hold the motor. As far as if we want to keep the motor functional, I'm really not sure. I'm still kind of debating that. Connector's there, but the connector into the door for the controls is gone. So I would have to source one of those, unless I just hardwire it, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, or I just make a brand new connector using some newly found connectors from somewhere. But yeah, I'll let you know. I just did something that totally decided the fate of this mirror. I checked the other side, and the other side has the wire connector running from the mirror down to the door. I haven't taken it apart yet. I just kind of peeled back that little piece to see if the wire was kind of hanging over there, and it was. So I think there's only one thing that needs to be done. Get this wire back, take out the other side, measure how long the wire is, get new connectors, heal this connector, and then put it all back in with the sweet new carbon bits. So I reached out to the company that sent me the mirrors, and they were a little confused on what I was talking about with the plate needing to be glued into the housing. So they didn't give me much information, but I ordered some stuff online. I'm waiting for that adhesive to show up. When it shows up, I'm going to glue it to the back. It's not going to show up for a couple of days, and it's almost Sunday, so right now it's Saturday, so This video is coming out tomorrow. I want to keep that 2-week schedule for you guys. Let's take a quick little peek at the coolant and see what the verdict is. Let's check it out. As you know, this thing is smoking like a freight train. So we're gonna see if this is actually eating coolant or not. Let's find out. Here is the moment of truth. I haven't even seen for myself. It ran for 10 minutes. So we still got coolant, and it's kind of right where it was. Well, this is really confusing because I was certain that it was eating coolant. I would have put thousands and thousands of dollars on a bet and lost it all because I would have said, this is eating coolant, it's a head gasket. To see it not eat that much coolant, I thought it would at least be down to the min line, but it's kind of right where I left the fluid when I added it in the first place. So I'm a little confused. Even though we didn't get the mirrors done, we are going to get them completed in the next video. But I still have one more part to put on. So that just showed up recently. We're going to do the install now. If you want to see any more videos of other things, please let me know. Like more videos on my Q50. This is a car that I also rebuilt that was totally crash damage up front. Redid the whole front end. Now it's not perfect, but it's still such a great daily, and this is what I drive every single day. Or if you want to see more aviation, please let me know that too, down below in the comments. Either way, the Lamborghini isn't going anywhere, and it's going to be the primary build of the channel. Whatever you want to see, just let me know, but we're still going to be building this thing. That's it for this install. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.